life easier?
Oh man, those guys are great, man. You know, I know that if I take up 2, they're free one-on-one, and you know they can just do what they do, and I love those guys. They're great players. They're passionate players. It's just fun being out there with them. It's something we had talked about since being young guys. You know, even with me being away from that time, it's just something we still talk about. It's just I was glad to get back with those guys.
You take a little pride in being the guy who does the dirty work and letting them kind of clean up.
Oh yeah, I give them crap about it all the time. But it's, you know, it's all love. I love those guys that go and get after it. And, you know, they're a lot better at what they do than I am. So I'm glad I got 2 great ends out there with me.
How much does it still bother you about not winning the national title and getting pretty close?
You know, it bothered me a little bit for a while. It's something you gotta let go of. You gotta move on. You know, you're always gonna look back and be like, you would have, could have about certain things in life. And, you know, I just choose not to look back on it anymore. You know, it's hard because where I train, Reggie Ragland is my roommate, so it's been tough not thinking about it. But that's my boy. But you know, it's something you can't look back on and dwell on too much.
Does he ever bring it up or tease you about it a little bit?
Oh, I mean, of course. That's the nature of a competitor all the time. But, you know, we laugh, we joke about it, we go back and forth. But, you know, at the end of the day, we know it's all love and we're all working towards a common goal, and that's making our dream come true in the NFL.
Well, so many defensive players are leaving Clemson for the draft this year. How do you think they'll do next season?
I think they'll be fine. You know, they got a great group of guys. Those guys are going to put in the work. That's one thing about what we do at Clemson is we work. Every guy we got out there is going to work, and you know they got a great offensive staff coming back, great offensive coaches and players. Adding Mike Williams back to the mix, and you know having that whole defense. You know those guys are young, but they're good. You got Carlos and Christian going to lead those guys up front. You got Ben's going to lead those linebackers. And Cordre's going to step up for the secondary and start teaching that secondary. You got a lot of guys who.
Georgia linebacker Jordan Jenkins, table 5. Georgia linebacker Jordan Jenkins, table 5.
They'll be fine. They'll be just fine.
That's a little off.